Are you there, sir? When you put on your video, we are starting now. All right.
I hope my face is clear, or should I change?
No, it's clear. It's very clear.
Okay, good.
All right, so let's get started. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome you to the program Politics Hour, the platform where politics meets the people. I'm your host, Kevin Jacko. On this show, we'll be engaging with Nigeria's future leaders, delving into their vision, their policies, and plans for the country, Nigeria, from governance to economy, from security to crucial welfare. We'll be exploring the crucial issues that shape our nation's progress. And tonight, we have an exciting political aspirant and a special guest in our midst who will share his insights and aspirations with us. Let's dive into the conversations that matter and uncover the leadership that Nigeria really needs, really needs to thrive. So let's get started. Our guest today is no other than Ambassador KINGLAND, Honorable KINGLAND EZEANI. He is contesting for the House of Rep seat for Dunukofia, Njikoka, Anocha Federal Constituency in Anambra State. Ambassador, sir, you are welcome to this program, sir.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, Mr. Kevin.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Let's go straight to the point. Let's go on. Let's talk about your personal and political background. Can you share a brief background about yourself and what inspired you to go into politics?
Thank you, Mr. Kevin. I'm Ambassador Honorable KINGLAND Justin EZEANI. I'm from the federal constituency comprises of Dunukofia, Njikok, and Anocha, aka DNA, from Agolo in Anocha local government in Anambra State, Nigeria. Way back, I can say that I haven't been this familiar to or privy to politics when during my high school days, though I normally only vote. Not until I finish my high institution and at the same time establish record label for records and radio station IFM online and the blog Face of Agolo. So I started picking interest gradually, and as a social activist with numerous international and national awards, I decided to make few research about politics. In 2015, I received an email from no other person but Dr. Former President of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. I received an email from his camp, and I was among the list of those I made the list of the young 50 entrepreneurs that he invited at Eco Hotel, meet Mr. President. So after attending that event at Eco Hotel in Lagos, I was invited again to join his social media team. I was fully active in the 2015 campaign for Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. So after that, I was also invited for another meeting from the camp of Dr. Mikiko, the former governor of Ondo State. And I was also part of his media team when he was actually contesting for the office of the president. That was in 2019. But along the line, he withdrew, which I don't know why he made the decision to withdraw. So after that, in 2021, I engaged with His Excellency Valentine Ozibo during his gubernatorial Anambra State gubernatorial election in 2021. I was strongly active and also a member of his media team. Then fast forward in 2022, when I received a call from His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, whom I normally call our apex leader. Then I was in Turkey. On the line with him was also the person I call my boss, His Excellency Valentine Ozibo. Then it was all about my initiative of NNPO, Nigerian Newspaper, which today is, we dub it New Nigeria is Possible. So I was asked actually, when am I coming back to Nigeria to join the project of a new Nigeria? So I decided, I flew in to Nigeria in 16th of September 2022. And since then, I've been in Nigeria. I was strongly actively involved in the project of the new Nigeria, starting from my group and to the obedient. I'm part of the founder. I'm part of the key pioneers of the obedient movement you are hearing today. And along the line, few friends approached me and they were like, KINGLAND, we see your potentials, we see what you have been doing with the United Nations. Though actually I'm a United Nations Peace Ambassador, Ambassador for Change and Humanity, and also a member of the Civil Corps. So
Okay, Ambassador Kingland, just to chip in more, let me ask you this particular question. What exactly, why do you want to represent your constituency in the House of Representatives?
Yeah, that is exactly where I'm driving at, because something happened along the line. It wasn't actually, I wasn't actually having the intention to do it until when I was appointed as to serve the Federal Republic of Nigeria as a councillor of Ward 3 in my local government, Anocha local government, Ward 3 Agolo, to be precise. So during the time of my service, after I took the oath of office, And I began to notice the grassroots, and what entails to serve. I began to notice some um, irregularities in the system. I was like, oh, we're talking about corruption, but the corruption I can see is not only with the president, or like people always say, or with the governor. The corruption also down, is down to the grassroots itself, because a lot of things happened that I said, no, if this is what is going on, then I need to stay put. I need to come out and save my people, not only to serve, but actually to save them. Because the little time I had during my service as councillor at Anocha local government, I made a lot of changes. Though I was threatened by those who claim they are the kakus, or the cabals of the wards. I faced them. I faced them as I faced them without any fear. And I made a lot of changes, which the community itself also witnessed. And there were, there was testimonies. The people were like, I communicated, I reacted, and I made sure I engaged them to the grassroots, one-on-one, in real life. Like, they felt the impact, a positive impact and the real change that they needed. When they find out that I wasn't in the office no more, many of them were not happy, and they coming out aspiring for Federal House of Representative. Is not only I'm not only coming to serve, like I said, is actually to continue the change because of what I've seen, because of what I've noticed. So there is need for someone like me to represent my people, to continue the change. And yeah.
All right. That leads us that leads to my next question. Let's look at your personality itself. What values and principles do you stand for? What values and principles do you stand for as a politician and a COBRE member that will make you that makes you feel that this you are good enough for this quest, for this seat, for this political run that you're about to undertake?
Yeah, first is integrity. Integrity, and also I'm connected to the grassroots. I interact with the locals one-on-one. My being humble, and always have the desire to serve, the humanity, to not just only not for an interest. And I am not a transactional politician. I am a purposeful politician. I have purpose. Purpose. That is the most important thing. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Let's look at your. I know you talked about your progress, what you've done in the past, your leadership experience. You are connected to the grassroots. We know that about you, but how do you think this has really shaped you? How has your past leadership experience shaped you or prepared you? How do you think it has shaped you and prepared you for this role?
Yeah, like I said earlier, the positive impact of my past leadership speaks a lot, and also my people needs me. There is already a demand. There is a kind of demand from the people, like being that people coming out telling you, we want you to go, making announcement to the extent of all in the social media. They were they were also debating who is going to go, and the majority was like, oh, um, I'm a musician, by the way, background. And they were like, no, Dr. Money will go and represent us. He has done this, he has done that. They call me philanthropist, which me, I don't see myself as such. But yeah, they know.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. They normally use the term I'm a philanthropist, but I don't see myself as such. But they know the reason why. Right from time, I've been into serving the community, helping humanity, in a very positive way, human capital development, So I think all those are part of the reason why there is already demand from the people asking me to come out.
All right, yeah. we know a lot about your prowess at the grassroots, and I believe to definitely help you. But let's look at you and other candidates. What do you think differentiates you from other candidates who are going to be contesting for this same position? There are not going to be a lot of other candidates, but you need to stand out. Yeah. What do you think has made you really? What do you think makes you stand out from other candidates?
Like I said, I don't know who the other candidates are or who those that are coming out, but I'll speak for myself. Like I said earlier, I am not a transactional politician. I don't have a godfather, so I'm coming out purposefully and intentionally to serve my people and to make sure I save them. I'm not coming to enrich myself. I'm coming to save the situation. Yeah, to cut the corruption that I have seen in the system. And most of the things, I've lived all my life abroad, having stayed 28 years in abroad and studied abroad. I think I have what it takes to know exactly what our people need. Yeah.
All right. All right, thank you. Let's go now to your constituency needs. Let's look at your constituency, understanding your constituency, where you come from, Tunukofia, Njikoka, Anocha constituency. What are the biggest challenges you think your constituency is facing, and how do you plan to address them?
Yeah, my constituency, I think first and foremost is health care.
Okay.
And also youth empowerment to various acquisitions, taking the youth out of the street. Helping in curbing the large number of youth that are into drug, empower them to be able to take them out of street and help also to create job. Because I believe that once creating that job is done, you are helping to curb insecurity, and at the same time, all manners of all manners of engagements by the youth, and also to improve in education, rehabilitation of schools, engaging in also giving the youths the window um, to join various acquisitions for them to have something doing and work, and also helping the farmers, you know, both low scale and the high scale farm sectors
All right.
to help them to improve.
All right. Quite a lot there. You intend to do. Now we have dissident voices and concerns from your constituents. How will you ensure that the voices and concerns of your constituents are presented in the National Assembly? We know that in your constituency, there will be one or two people who will have one or two issues that they want to like to draw the attention of the government to. How will you ensure that those voices and concerns of your constituents are represented at the National Assembly?
Yeah, I will, like I said, I'm the type that I'm a socialist. I
Yeah.
socialize with the locals a lot, and they know me. Being engaged, being always engaging with them will help me to know what they want,
Yeah.
and I will always, from what they want, I will
Yeah.
raise motion to make sure I will represent them um, appropriately at the Green Chamber, to at least to make sure that I sponsor bills that matters to them. That is the most important thing, to make sure that any bill I'm sponsoring will be exactly their intention and their demand.
That, that leads me to the next question. Um, I believe you may have one or two policies or bills in mind going to the National Assembly as if you are elected, as a House of Rep member. What specific policies or what specific bills do you intend to propose that would directly benefit your constituency?
Yeah, water scheme first.
Okay.
Water scheme to make sure there is clean water in all the the in all the communities, and as well the the connecting route of the farmers, whereby the connecting route, the connecting farmland route, whereby it will help the farmers once once they finish harvesting, they won't be suffering of carrying all those loads and the air, trekking kilometers upon kilometers before they can come out to the road. But if I can sponsor a bill that will help to create this route, and they construct the road that leads all the farm routes, it will help them immediately they come out. They will be able, just not less than 10-20 meters, they will be able to get transportation that will help them to bring out their products to the market, and also um, uh, uh, building more local markets, farm markets, so that it will also help them not to be going far. As some people travel from here, you will see some people traveling from here to over 120 kilometers in order to be able to sell. But if there is a farm market very close to the farm, you will see that buyers, those who need it, will be coming because it will be cheaper for them. It will make the products to be cheaper for them, and the buyers will always come instead of them going far, traveling from one state to another in order to sell. Those will the people from far beyond will come to the farm market in order to get their products.
Okay. You don't know that one of the yardsticks to know how a National Assembly member has done well is to see the impact he has on the people and infrastructure in the constituency. So how will you attract this project and investment to your constituency from the National Assembly? It may be hectic, but we need some level of influence. Would that also include constituency fund? But how do you intend to do this?
I believe when we get to that bridge, we'll see how we cross it. But like I said, I'm someone who is a very creative person, and also sense of belonging. And I believe I will have my way and to make sure that I attract those who can be able to help to make sure that these bills are being implemented, not only the dabbing into the constituency fund, but at the same time to solicit from the in both World Bank initiative and other organizations and associations and the diaspora also and also with the federal government at the same time. It depends how your relationship with them speaks. Do you get what I mean? That will help as well. And also making sure that I keep it I keep it in the loop to make sure that everything is being successfully engaged and implemented.
All right. Yeah, so you are coming for a COBLEM. Strong COBLEM member, also a BOT member. Most people are concerned. They are hopeful that COBLEM aspirants should be able to promote COBLEM wherever they go. How do you plan to uphold and promote democratic principles that COBLEM stands for at the National Assembly? Will you stick by it, or will you throw it away like most people have seen other members of other members of the National Assembly, they've thrown away their parties and go to elsewhere? So I can see you are laughing, but
why I'm laughing is because the question is actually something we already, the last meeting we had, I raised, I contributed, I made a few suggestions on how to tackle this issue. And that's why I'm laughing, because it's also something that is already in my schedule of how to lead by example. There are some certain things that I will do that will also influence others to also do the same thing. The thing is that as a grassroots mobilizer, I'm gonna carry the COBDEM members along in all I'm doing, because I'm part of them and they are part of me. It's all of us in this together. And so being a part of BOT member, in anything I start, I don't pull back. I make sure I get to it till end. Yeah.
All right. Let's come to the elections itself. We know elections have not really been fair in this country, but there's a way politicians could handle it and maybe it could go well for them. How will you address the issues of electoral malpractice and ensure free and fair, equitable election in your constituency? Especially with the fact that you have players from other parties who may want to go against the normal rules and backdoor to get. Well, how do you intend to handle things like that?
Nigeria is a diverse country, and
Really
the problem and the situation in Nigeria already. But we aren't going to run away from them. We have to do all we can do. I wrote an article one time that I said COPDEM is more like a stitch in nine that's a stitch nine that's in time that saves nine. And when I made that reference, it's all more about the issue of saving the democracy and helping to curb the malpractices in the electoral process. So the reform mostly um, is not going to be something only one person can do. I think, in essence, it will involve as well the grassroots members um, to make sure that we have enough. Um, I call them polling booth ambassadors. Using these polling booth ambassadors, like creating three polling booth or five per polling booth, and their duty. We are on air. I'm not. I don't know if it's right to release the cards out like that,
No, 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 no.
because in the strategy, I don't know if it's right to.
Not really. Just an overview is okay like this.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that is it.
Okay, it's all right. So let me ask about this. Some little things that most people may concerned about. What's your stance on gender equality, minority rights, and inclusive governance in Nigeria? What's your take on that?
I believe that God created every human equal, and I'm an advocate of gender inclusiveness, like making sure that, for example, in my office, I have more women than men. Because I believe, most especially, that I believe each individual have their potentials, and also have what they are good at. So I'm an advocate of gender equality to make sure that we carry everyone along, and make sure we protect their interest as well. Yeah.
Right, thank you. Let's go to your campaign itself, campaign strategy and political alliances. I know that's where you are also very good at. What's your campaign strategy? What do you think your campaign strategy is? And how do you plan to engage voters at the grassroots level?
Yeah, I may not open up my strategy
Yes.
all, but I will give you few lines. I have my people around me. I have people around, like I said, my people needs me, and they are ready. I'm someone that if I come out and shout, "Hey," everyone will come around. So, and we already know how we engage. I delivered in my ward at the State House of Assembly, Federal House of Representatives, Senate, and the Senate, and also President, irrespective of what the INEC did. So these four parastatals, I delivered them in my constituency. So, and I know how the job is being done. And when we get to that, we'll perform the magic again. We know this time around, it will even be better. and more stronger because we learn a lot. We learn our lessons, mistakes, and we have corrections made already. Just
Okay,
getting
now
ready. Yeah.
let me shift the bit based on current political events. The conception that Nigerians have about the present National Assembly is that they lack spine, they lack the guts to confront status quo. We have a president that's just introduced a state of emergency in Rivers State, and one or two issues that are taking place, and they are acting as if these things are not happening and just going about their normal duties in National Assembly. What would be your stance? What will be your stance? Will you be outspoken or just be laid back? Because people feel there is need. People feel there is need for the House of Rep members to speak out based on the current happenings in Nigeria. What would be your stand on this?
Okay, that's why this type of issue is exactly why my people needs me, because I'm very, very outspoken person, and as a social activist, I always stand on what is right, and I always stand with the people. I stand with the masses, and I will speak for them without minding what will come out of it. I will always stand with the people and I will always speak out. You know, that's why I'm different. Yeah.
All right. So let's go back to your election, your campaign. I always ask this question actually. How do you intend to fund your campaign, and how will you ensure financial transparency of political activities? Mr. Petunda?
Like I said, that I'm not a transactional politician.
Yeah.
I know that most the Nigeria politics today, without money, you ain't going nowhere. But God be the glory that I have people that whatever I have, they are okay with it like that. I know I have also people, one or two that may be interested in what I'm doing, that will assist to make sure that I get to the extreme where I'm supposed to get to make sure we win the election. And I know also that my team, cop them, in quote, will not abandon me when things like that show up. In politics, it is an intensive, it's a very, very intensive, you know, something like that. Yeah, yeah. So, and it's not going to be a do or die affair. You know, on my side, I will try my best as I could, and if my best could not be enough, I will turn around and know people I can consult so that they will do the rest.
All right. So let me ask this question. As you go through what you are going through, will you be open to forming more alliances with other groups to achieve your goals?
Yeah, you know, today from what we witnessed in 2023 presidential election, you will now find out that it's all about good governance. It's about individual. In my circle, I have a majority of electorates that are not even part of us or member of where I belong to. But in as much as it is Dr. Money going, They are ready.
Just come on board.
Yeah, they are ready to come on board to vote. So that is the sweetest thing about it. So in my camp, I have varieties of parties with me, not necessarily where I belong. I have others who also belongs elsewhere, but because of the person, yeah, they roll in to make sure they support. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna realize we align with all of them, engage all of them in order to make sure we win.
All right. Let's on the final note. Let's be on the final note and the last question. Let me ask this. Assuming you are elected as the member of the Nigeria's Federal House of Representatives, um, what will be your legacy? What legacy do you hope to leave behind after your tenure in the House of Representatives that will make your name to resonate for a very long time in your constituency?
Like I said, to save my people from the deepest pit of where they have been seeking that help and no one has come. I will engage them. I will interact with them. I will know what is their utmost problem and solve it. I will also deliver signature projects that will stand out of the time, that whenever people will always say, oh, it is him that did this, it is him that did that. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you for joining this program. We actually come to the end of this program. I want to say thank you, Ambassador KINGLAND. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been having Honorable Ambassador Honorable Justin KINGLAND EZEANI in the House. He's been talking about his political aspirations. He's running for the House of Rep seats for Dunukofia, Jikoka, Anocha constituency in Anambra State. He has been telling us about his aspirations, what he intends to do once he gets into the House, and it's been very, very revealing. I want to formally thank you for joining this program, and also thank Ambassador. Ambassador, thank you so much. We hope sometime in the future.
Mr. Kevin. I'm glad being here.
So,
thanks very much.
So definitely we'll be seeing you at this program tomorrow, same time. And for me here, I want to say it's goodbye from me here. Thank you.
Thanks, and have an excellent day.